Singapore, a really rich, expensive, small country where you spend $100 for one meal, $300 per night when it's a cheaper one, and just in general, really expensive, only for rich people. But is that even true? I live here now since over a year, and I want to show you the other side of Singapore that so many people don't talk about and don't show you, because trust me, you don't have to be rich to enjoy Singapore. First stop today is at a hawker center. If you've never been to one, this is where you get the most authentic Singaporean experience. A huge food court with tons of tiny individual stalls. You can get Malay, Chinese, Indian, Indonesian, Thai all in one place. And it's way cheaper than restaurants. So definitely your best bet when you want to save some money. By the way, often you have to buy drinks in a separate store. So they have most likely like one or two or how many, whatever, drink stalls, and then you can buy the food in different stores. And each stall is like a different cuisine. You get some soup, and this is the bowl, and it's huge. So it will definitely be enough. The food is always so good, and I love Vietnamese cuisine because it's so fresh. Honestly, you can't do wrong with Vietnamese. And the hawker centers here are always so cheap. The food is delicious. So definitely have to come here, and the portions are huge and it's really cheap. It's really important to always return your tray. So let's do that. Always return your tray, because in Singapore it's really important that everything is clean, and also it's much nicer for the person coming after you to sit on the table. So you can actually get a fine if you don't return your tray. Hello. One small kopi o croissant.
Having here or take away?
Having here, and one kopi o croissant iced. Okay, this is iced coffee, and you get this where you can use it, so you can carry it. It's a little bit strong, but good. And so cheap, so you have to come to Toast Box because, yeah, it's cheap.
0, 7, 8.
Public transportation is really, really cheap here in Singapore. You pay like $1 or $2 per ride, so it's really cheap. And we're gonna take one, even with one transfer, and then we'll see how much it costs. You can pay with your card, that's fine. I have like a Nets card, and you just put some money on it, and then you can use it. Okay. 8.72 is the value right now, and then we see at the end of the trip how much we still got. Here they have different colors. For example, this is the white line, brown line, and now we need the brown line. The MRT stations can be really big, so you have to walk a lot sometimes. So be aware.
Doors are closing.
By the way, you have those arrows on the ground, so when you want to enter the train, always stand on the red line where the arrow is. So people can leave the train and you wait till all of them are left, and then you can go in, which should be common sense, but in some countries that's really hard. So here you have the arrows. also only $1.40, which is so cheap. I'm in Tiongbahu, which is an area, and here's another hawker center because the one we just been to, it's called Food Republic, and I guess it's a little bit more expensive, which says a lot when it's already so cheap. But here's just some really small hawker center, but I can show you the prices here. Okay, look at this. You have pork salmon with egg rice for $5.80. You have chicken salmon curry omelette rice $6.80. Like, the prices are so cheap. Look at this udon noodle, $6.50. Ramen $6. So Singapore doesn't have to be expensive. $4.80 for a meal. Just imagine $4.80 for a meal. Like, that is so cheap. It's really, really cheap, and all the hawker centers are cheap. And yeah, I mean, you can for sure go to a restaurant where you pay like $100 for a meal, but that's what I mean, you don't have to. You can just go to a hawker center. Sometimes the seating is not the prettiest, I get that, but if you just want to have a still good but cheap meal, definitely go to a hawker center, and there's so many in Singapore. Honestly, there's an ambulance with the sirens on, so we were all just waiting. Where can you see it? Yeah. So we were all just waiting to cross the road, but he let us walk. So now he's waiting at the red traffic light, and then it puts its sirens on. I don't know how it is in your country, but in Germany it just drives over red lights because it's an emergency with the sirens on, so that everybody can hear, oh, ambulance is coming or police or whatever. But I feel like it's crazy that it waits at a red traffic light. So actually I heard that it takes ambulance really long in Singapore to arrive at the embassy, at the area where the accident happened. So maybe now I know why, because it stops at a red traffic light. So I don't want to have an accident here in Singapore. I mean, I don't want to have an accident wherever, knock on wood, but it's just weird, okay? But whatever. By the way, also shopping, you just like, look at this. 2 for $15, for $14, for $10. I've already mentioned this in another video, but value is so cheap. Let me show you. There it is. Value. Look at the prices. You can dye your hair for $4. Buy a big. It's not Vaseline, but I guess it's the same for like $2.25. Perfume. Look at this. It is really cheap. So if you need some household essentials and stuff, buy it here. But you only can pay with Singaporean card. I'm not sure if you can pay cash though, but not with a normal Visa or MasterCard. When you want to bring friends and family some souvenirs from Singapore, you will also find the classic Singaporean chocolate here for so cheap. I've never seen caviar chips, okay, and especially for this price. I always thought caviar is so expensive, but here it's so cheap. Look at this. $2.50 for caviar chips? Should I buy one? Yes. It's so cheap, I mean. So value is good for household essentials, snacks. You cannot buy like a lot of groceries there, but for stuff like this, like caviar chips, it's fine. And it's also pretty. Also here the prices are really good. Okay, here they don't show. $10 $11.90, $12.90. And it looks pretty. Look at this. Actually, that looks so nice here, but I've already eaten something, so damn it. But yeah, can always come back. If you're craving something sweet, then you can go to Bread Talk. Because here you get some tarts for $3.40, some donuts for $2.60. They look so cute. Look at those. Or something that makes a little bit more full. Those are really good, by the way. So here you get croissants and chocolate croissants. So you have a lot you can choose from. So Bread Talk is also really cheap, and Toast Box you can get really cheap cafe and kaya toast, which by the way you have to try because first of all it's delicious, and second of all it's typical Singapore, so try it, and it's so cheap. Singapore is so green, which is so beautiful, because even though you're in the city you always have trees and plants, and honestly I really like that. It's so pretty. On the side of the road or the malls you also find really cheap stores, for example this one. So just to show you, the prices here are also really good. So you just have to look around, but you find so many cheap stores and you don't have to spend like a fortune just because you want to buy something in Singapore. Just bananas growing here in this residential area. That is so cool, at least for me, because I'm not used to it. And you have a free gym where you can do your workouts without paying. Here are different FairPrice. One is FairPrice Finest, then you have FairPrice Express and the normal FairPrice, just FairPrice. And the FairPrice Finest is a little bit more expensive than the FairPrice, but it's still cheap, so I want to show you. I mean some more expensive, that's for sure. But there was no FairPrice there actually, so I want to show you here some really cheap things. Look at this, $1.55. The alcohol is expensive everywhere, so even here. Like $40, $28. Oh, this one is trendy. That's really cheap. $20 for wine. That's like basically one of the best prices you can get. Only red. Let me show you. Okay, here's white wine because I don't like red wine. Has nothing to do with the prices, but whatever. Okay. Yeah. See here, they are really good with 22. That's 40, 50, 100, why not? So, yeah. If you want to order alcohol, my suggestion is that you order it from FairPrice. Not Finest, just like the website FairPrice, and then you can order it there. And that's probably the cheapest, or when it's on discount. But yeah, otherwise even the beer. Sigma is really good, by the way. Yeah, I feel like $20 for 10 cans of Tiger is really one of the best prices you can get. I don't think it will get cheaper than this, which is basically $2 for one can, and that's nice. Eggs are also cheap. It's so funny because sometimes it says out of stock, but there's the product, but you don't know the price. I will show you the receipt, but I chose the wrong spring onion and they were like $5, which is expensive, but I didn't know how to give them back because I was at a self-checkout. Yeah, so I paid for them. Anyway, I still paid not even $11, so that's fine. But yeah, so fair price. When you want to go shopping, you can order there or online. Food Panda, there are so many stores you can order from. They are really cheap, so you don't have to pay a lot of money for groceries. Those were a few examples that Singapore doesn't have to be expensive and doesn't have to cost a fortune. If you come here, you just have to kind of know where to go. But like I said, you're totally good with hawker centers. You are good with Toast Box, Bread Talk. I mean, of course, stuff like McDonald's and Burger King isn't also too expensive. But if you want to have the local food, then hawker centers are your way to go. Fair price, value, Venice. You have a lot of stuff that is not as expensive or really cheap. Sometimes even cheaper than in Europe. So don't think that you have to be like a millionaire in order to enjoy Singapore. Of course, stuff like alcohol, hotels, it's still quite expensive, but also there you can find cheap options. You just have to look for a while maybe. And when it comes to alcohol, I also want to make a video about where you can get really cheap drinks. So for all the beer lovers and drink lovers out there, you can have a really good time in Singapore. And I just want to make more videos about also free activities you can do in Singapore, because there are a lot. So you can have a really great time in Singapore without spending too much money. And I hope you have a good one. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one. Bye! So for this I've paid $10.79 just because of those spring onions. As you can see, they were expensive, but the rest was cheap.